Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to thank you guys for coming on this journey with me once again. I am super excited to be able to showcase these amazing brown and black authors from around the world that's going to be showcasing their brand, sharing just a little bit about who they are, what they're doing, and why they're on this journey. I'm grateful today to have this amazing young lady. Y'all know how I do. For those that don't know who I am the queen of collaboration, Angela Thomas Smith. I'm the founder of AAALAC, which is the African American Author Literacy Awareness Campaign. I am also the CEO of Aspiring Authors Magazine, where my desire is just to bridge the gap between brown authors all over this world and to talk about topics that's affecting our brown community. So, with that being said, I'm going to move out the way and allow this amazing queen to come forth and share just a little bit about her brand.
Hey
Welcome, welcome,
y'all.
welcome.
Hey,
How are you?
I am great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Always a pleasure and an honor to have you here. I see you, and you're doing some amazing things. Please introduce yourself so that
Yes.
those that are tuning in will have the opportunity to get to know you a little better.
Okay. Hey y'all. I am Taisha M. Bryant. I am the founder and CEO. We have a Purpose Incorporated, which is a nonprofit organization that provides prevention and intervention services to at-risk youth and their families. Um, I am also the owner, CEO, and operator of Resilient Family Wellness Coaching and Consulting, where we specialize in coaching after the crash. And those crashes could be emotional distress coaching from being involved in a car accident, parenting coaching with our signature program, F Them Kids Coaching, where the F stands for Freedom, Foundation, and Focus, and also life performance coaching. If you're feeling stuck in life and don't really know what you want to do, hey, we are definitely here to help you with that. I am the author of Imperfectly Perfect 3 Steps on the Parenthood Journey, which I utilize with our parenting coaching program, in addition to Resilience Over Regret, which is my brand new book that was released in May of this year. It is my journey of being a teen parent, love, faith, and family. So that's what that book is all about. I am your favorite purposeful teen mom. And yeah, that's who I am. I'm a licensed master social worker as well.
Wow, you do a lot. I tell you, you remind me so much of my niece and your story, your journey. I tell you, every time, and then it's just like we come across each other's path in the midst. Like she just come back from Africa. She went to Africa for about 3 weeks. Remind you, her daughter's her first year in college. And y'all's journeys are so much alike. She's not a social worker, but she's a nurse. Both of y'all in the medical field. Like I'm just
Yes.
like I'm so grateful for individuals like yourself. Your journey. I know it was not easy because I know her journey was not easy. And just the fact that you are transparent enough to put it in 2 books.
Yes.
I tell you that speaks volume about you. And I thank you for your parents because it speaks volume about your parents too.
Oh, yeah.
Um, people look at our mistakes and they try to label us, but you did not allow your mistake to hinder you. Please share about those books.
Yes, ma'am. So the very first book, Imperfectly Perfect, 3 Steps on the Parenthood Journey, I began writing that book as my testimonial. And then it was like, God was like, nope, it's not time. That's not what I want it for. So I go back to when I began counseling kids who was sent to my program. And with my program, I offer the parenting because I'm work with the kid. I want to also work with the parent. And in many of my sessions, I found that the parent was the problem. And a lot of the material that was out for me to utilize for my parenting, it talks about the child, how to discipline the child, the type of parenting skills. I'm like, listen, We need something for parents. So I began to write the steps that I found that was essential in my parenthood journey. Though it started as a child, I was able to grow with my child and I began to see things a little differently. So I was able to incorporate my education, my life time experience, and also my career experience and put it all in a book for our parents. And of course, there's no such thing as something to teach you how to be the perfect parent, because guess what, there is no such thing as a perfect parent. We're all imperfectly perfect. So in that book, it basically just breaks down the 3 steps, and we just put it into focus, foundation, and freedom. We have to be free of the BS. We have to be free from that childhood hurt, that past relationship, your insecurities as an individual. We also have to focus on our goals. A lot of times when we become parents, we say, forget it, I'm only a parent. And think about it, when your kid leaves the household, it's like, so what do I do with myself? You have to still have goals because you are still an individual. And we have to have a solid foundation. I can only speak for myself personally. My foundation is on God and God alone. So I was able to build upon that foundation. So my foundation is solid. So everything else that comes with it has no choice but to stand strong. Not saying things aren't going to happen that's going to shift or cause me to want to say, okay, I'm gonna quit. But because of my foundation, I'm able to go back to the root of that thing and be like, listen, this is what it is, this is what it's not, and this is what it's going to be. So like I said, I can't speak for everybody else's, spirituality or the things they have going on in life, but that's my foundation, and I assist people in figuring out what their foundation is. A lot of us love, respect the basics, and nowadays a lot of kids don't know what their values are. They don't know what they are because their parents have not instill those things in them or have not identified, baby, these are our values, this is what we stand by. But instead, all of our kids are fresh, all of our kids Jordan this, but they have no respect, they have no morals, they education is nothing. So those are the things I discuss in Perfectly Perfect, 3 steps on the parenthood journey, just to, hey, let you know it's okay to be imperfect. Accept your imperfections. Make sure you have a great support system. Get rid of that baggage. If you need assistance, contact me. I will be more than happy to assist you on this journey because it is not easy. But we have to get through it. We have to go through it to get to it. And a lot of times with parents, and I'll say this and I'll be off my soap about parenting, we bring things into that parent-child relationship, and that's why we have to let go of some of that baggage, because the things we bring in unknowingly, it seeps onto our children. Mm-hmm. So I give an example. For those of us who was molested as a child, our fear, our overprotection is projected on that child. So you are 10 times as hard on that child, and the child trying to figure out what is wrong with this person. Like, I'm not like this. I'm not you. Like, I wasn't promiscuous. I'm not promiscuous. I didn't steal. I don't steal. That was something you did. And a lot of time, parents, we do it out of fear, and we think we're doing it out of love. So it doesn't correlate. It doesn't speak the same. And just knowing our love language. A lot of times we feel as parents, well, I bought my kid everything. They get what they want. They do what they want. I don't understand why why life is so chaotic. Because your baby just want a hug. Your baby wants you to say, I'm proud of you. Your baby want to lay across your bed and just spend quality time. But we're so busy chasing the bag that we forget to chase our kids. And at the end of the day, them kids going to be gone. And they're going to remember, my mama was never at my games. My mama was never at my award ceremonies. My mama didn't come to open house. My mama or dad never told me how beautiful I was, so I began to seek it elsewhere. That's imperfectly perfect parenting. So that's that book. Wow.
Like, you said a lot, and like it was so needed. And like, just to go back to what you said, the foundation. Yes. You have to be, you have to have a foundation, and yes, and your foundation is God. And when I started AAALAC back in 2016, and I kept telling people that it was about more than books, didn't understand what it was going to be.
Right.
But I knew that it was more than books at the time. And I knew that eventually God was going to really begin to shine through. And it seemed like
Oh
every
yeah.
time it went from just showcasing authors to doing these podcasts and doing these interviews. I'm on like 3 networks now.
Yeah.
And just being able to be a voice and to provide platforms for people to be a voice, because it's so many people out there that need to hear what you just said.
Yes. Yes.
Just need
Yes.
to hear that.
Yes.
And they need to hear that it's okay to not
Okay.
be okay. It's okay to not be perfect, because nobody is perfect at the end of the
Nobody.
day.
That is so true.
You said something that just, I mean, just resonated, and I'm so grateful that I have crossed paths with so many people like yourself, because just from the last interview and talking to you and some more of the mental health professionals and social workers, I've been able to share the insight and the things that I've learned from you guys with people that I
Mm.
come across and be able to impact lives.
Nice.
I
Nice.
was able to sit down and talk to a guy that is a single parent.
Mm.
He's raising his daughter. She's going off to high school this year, and
Yes.
and and today I think was her first day in school. And this morning I heard it. I like I said, "What you gonna go do? Sit down at the high school?" I said, "You gonna go
Mm.
sit down there?" And I said, "What you gonna do?" I said, "She got to grow up." I said, "Now you just told me how she advocate and how she do this and how she do all this stuff and how she just come from out of the country. She doing all this, but you can't trust this baby to go to high school. You can't
Mm-hmm.
trust her to fend for herself. Now you see how she handle herself around other people, but you don't
Mm-hmm.
think she can handle herself." I said, "Come on now."
It's because he was one of them boys,
Exactly.
and he
And,
don't
and,
want
and
his.
that's what I told him.
Yep.
And that's what
Yep.
I told him. I said, "You know what?" I said, "You must have been one of them little mannish boys."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "You must be one of them boys that was looking at the skirt tail and instead of
Uh-huh.
looking what's up here."
Uh-huh.
I said, "That had to have been you." I said, "Everybody ain't like you."
Right, right. And it's a lot of, I was speaking with my husband in reference to our daughter, and he was like, it's not that I don't trust her, because I trust her. I don't trust the people. And him being, I mean, he's an alpha male, he's protective. So it's just like, I want our baby to be straight. So we have to, and it just goes back to that foundation. What are those things you have instilled in your child? What are those things that that you let them know, like, hey, this is the line right here. This is what it is, and this is what it's not gonna be. But to that father, I just want to speak to you to say, King, listen, you have nothing to worry about, because I feel deep in my spirit that you have given her the tools she need to be successful. So at this point in her life, she needs you to not be that overbearing person, but somebody she can come and talk to about different things. And being, that you are a single father, again, hats off to you. I know it's difficult. It's difficult for me, and I have a daughter. So I can only imagine what it is being a father raising a young lady. But just know she's going to make the best decisions, and you have to allow her to make the decisions. Okay. She can choose to do what she wants at the end of the day, regardless of what we instill in our kids. They still gonna do what they want to do, whether it's right or wrong. They have that choice. They have that free will. The same way God gave us free will, our kids have that free will as well. But the only thing they do not control is their consequences. So as long as you allow her to know what it is and allow her to be who she is, you have nothing to worry about, because you've given her the love. She know what to accept from people because you have set that standard. So just in your heart of hearts, know baby girl is okay, and you've done your part. Just continue to be supportive of her. This is the time where baby girl needs support. You've raised her. You set the foundation. Now let's just support her choices. Not telling you to just go along with everything she has, because hey,
Exactly.
we have to insert ourselves at some point. But continue to allow her grow and stop inserting yourself as much. If
Yeah.
she don't ask for your opinion, don't give it to her. But have conversations with her. Get in her business. Know what's going on. It's
Right.
all about relationships.
That's it. I'm saying you said a mouthful, and just like I told him, he's done an amazing job, and he has an amazing daughter, and I told him at some point you have to weed yourself away from her and allow her to be who she is. Because she got to go off to college, and when she go off to college, you don't want her going off to college and making drastic decisions.
Right, right. So true.
You want her to already be in a place to where she's capable of making decisions,
Yep.
because you've allowed her to make decisions along the way, and you've coached her along the way.
Yep.
I'm telling you, you shared some stuff today. You shared some stuff today. Now I need you to tell the listeners how they can connect with you,
Yes.
how they can support some of the things that you're doing, and then we're gonna talk about this amazing event that you had this weekend.
Okay.
But how can people follow you? How can they support you?
Yeah, so on all platforms, TIESHA and Bryant. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and also YouTube. I am very personable, so I can be reached at 334-444-6233. And my email is info@resilientfamilywellness.com. So, and my website is TIESHAandBryant.com. So I am available. I am here to assist you on your parenthood journey. We can say F them kids together and understand what it truly means. If you've been involved in a car accident and you are emotionally distressed, contact me. I can assist you in maximizing your quality of life and your settlement. And if you're feeling stuck and like, I just need some help, I don't really know what I want to do with life, I can assist you with that too. And if you're having a women empowerment event, young ladies, young men, whatever the case may be, contact me and I'll be there to speak to give them some tools that they can utilize for life.
Wow.
Yep.
Like that was a lot. Like for real. Like you just have so much that you're doing. Amazing event this weekend.
Yes.
Please, please share what this amazing event is.
Okay.
Because I've seen some of the pictures, I've heard some of the testimonies. Like this event just took place like 2 days ago, and already have begun to hear the testimonies from this event and how impactful it was. I tell you, if you are not connected, y'all need to get connected. I understand that she's in need of ambassadors to help bring this tour to different areas. So I definitely want you to share about that as well. I'm gonna move out the way. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna be over here taking some notes. But please share about this amazing event this
Yes,
weekend.
ma'am. So, the event she is speaking on is the Taisha and Bryant's Resilient Book Tour, and it's basically about my book, Resilience Over Regret, and I am teaching individuals on how to bounce back from the thing that should have or thought it would break you, but you had the tenacity to bounce back. Everybody doesn't know that they have it. We all have it. Some of us have not exercised it or haven't reached down further enough to bring it out of us. Different situations cause for different things. And for me, it happened to be resilience. I've gone through quite a bit. Just to name a few, I mean, I was molested prior to becoming a teen mom. I was pregnant with my daughter at 13, had her at 14. I was still able to graduate in the top 10% of my class. I started a nonprofit organization right after graduating from the #1 HBCU in the nation, Rattler Nation, that is, where the great Marching 100 resides, FAMU to be exact. And I, went on to received my master's in social work. After being kicked out of college, I was still able to obtain my master's degree. I have gone through situationships that I really thought would be relationships and lifelong things, but it didn't happen that way. but God. I am now married to the most fun, amazing, God fearing, praying man there is. And I thank God for him. And my family, it just continues to grow as far as spiritually and financially, and just us being this one unit, because blending families, it ain't no joke, and it don't happen overnight. So I thank God for that as well. And my mom, my dad, my siblings, they have been great support since day one with this whole teenage pregnancy thing. So I'm just grateful. I'm going from city to city, state to state, international. You guys will get your bounce back. You hear me? Because everything that happened to you is to help someone else. So I just want to be that person to give you that little that you need to continue on with life, because things are going to happen. It's all about how you react to it and what's next for you. So yes, I am looking to come to, whether it's a women empowerment event, a youth rally, a men empowerment event, or just a group of ladies or guys who are just getting together and just want some empowerment. I am here to empower and inspire you the way God sees fit. And I tell people all the time, though I am a teen mom, I don't encourage teen pregnancy, but I do empower those who are in that situation. So I am a purposeful teen parent, not a successful teen parent. I no longer chase success. I walk in my purpose, and I know God is going to allow success to take place. So yes, feel free to book me. Hey, I am ready and available. I will be in North Carolina, Wilson, North Carolina to be exact, October the 15th. I'll be the keynote speaker at the 8th annual Women's Up conference. So please tap into that as well.
Wow. I tell you, it's just amazing. I tell you, God is so good because throughout this day, even on the last interview, I tell you, this interview and the last interview has just been lined up. I mean, everything has just been on one accord. Everything that she spoke about, it just like it just flowed right on
Yes.
into this interview. I tell you, God is amazing,
Yes, he is.
and just to think that He brought us, little us together in this
Mm,
big old world. He
yes.
could have chose anybody, but he chose
Right.
to bring us together to impact. I'm grateful. I'm humbled to have you here
I am too.
again. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank
You are
you. Thank you,
amazing.
Queen.
I thank you for your transparency. I just thank you for everything that you do.
Thank
Again,
you.
um, website so that they can connect. Um,
Yes.
and do you have your books for those that are tuned in that can see visually? Do you have a copy of your book that they can see? Because y'all know, even though
Um.
we are streaming through Twitch, LinkedIn, and YouTube. We are live. They can see us live. So I want those that can see to be able to truly connect. Um,
If you give me
But for
one
those that
second,
are
I
hearing
can
us
grab it.
audio via audio, of course, you can go to Amazon, and we definitely want you to go to her website. I think she have everything on her website. Um, we definitely want you to support her website. If you are an author and you are tuned in, and you are not signed up to come on and share your brand, we definitely want you to get connected. Get connected so that you can come on, share your brand. We are streamed and distributed through Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Podge Page, and I think there's like 6 or 7 other networks that we stream through. So you get an opportunity to be heard, you guys. So please take advantage of this opportunity. Okay, here she is. She's back. She said, for those that can see, this is a copy of the book. Can you please read your title and tell those that are tuned in how they can purchase that book?
Yes. Resilience over regret: a journey of teen pregnancy, faith, love, and family. Can be found on Amazon, Barnes and Noble. You can also find it at www TIESHAandBRYANT.com. This is my first baby. And Perfectly Perfect. 3 steps on the parenthood journey. Also Amazon and my website. And I actually had the pleasure of being in this book with my tea mommy, my spiritual tea mommy, Apostle Shalonda Treasure Williams Leonard. So this can be found on Amazon as well. On Your Glow. It looks good on you. So those are the 3 books that I had a pleasure of authoring, being a part of. And yeah, so I am like really, really excited. Please get the books. I promise you it'll help you. They all are rated R for real and resilient. So we have no questions about any of that. And oh, one last thing, really quick, y'all. For those who are going to reach out to get me to come to your event, Perry, Florida put on a show. You hear me? They show up and they show out at the Resilience Tour this past Saturday. And I'm just like, who's going to top that? That's what I want to know, because it was perfect. Like, absolutely amazing. The Resilience slide was introduced to them as well. It can be found on my social media platforms as well. If you're trying to figure out what is the Resilience slide, yeah, get your bounce back, because that's exactly what we're doing.
That's it. Learn how to live.
Yes.
I tell you, it's in this day and time, we've been through so much.
Yes.
If the pandemic didn't teach anybody anything else, if you still on this side of the pandemic, you should want to live, because
Absolutely.
so many of us lost so many people during the pandemic. I tell you, it made me live. It made me look at life totally different, and it gave me a total different outlook on life. I'm telling you, I'm running after a lot of things now. I'm in school. I made the president's list. I've been on the president's list since I enrolled, and I'm just like, I just finished the paper this morning, y'all. I finished that paper. I missed prayer this morning because I was trying to get the paper done. But hey, I made 100. Yeah. I got my grade back already. My teacher was like, you got it. She was like, you got it. So I was happy because I was over here stressing. So hey, I'm thankful because of people like you, people that I see that cross my path, that touch my life, that is making a difference. My niece. I mean, y'all did not allow anything to stop y'all. That's resilience. And that's one of my words. And every time I hear, every time I see these babies just sharing stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's me. But y'all do my heart good. I tell you, I be over here leaping. I tell you, when I tell people, this is true joy. This is joy. It outweighs happiness any day.
Oh yeah.
Just that joy to see you guys thriving and see you guys impacting lives and making a difference. I'm just so happy. I thank God for allowing us to cross paths again.
Thank you.
You keep pressing. You keep making a difference, and know that I'm proud of you. I see you.
Thank you.
And thank you for all that you do.
Thank you for the many opportunities. It really means a lot. Coming from a small town, Pittsville, Alabama, to be exact, this was not something that I saw, but God did, and for that I'm grateful.
I tell you, Jeremiah 29:11 is real.
Oh yeah,
he had a plan for us.
Yes,
even before we was even conceived in our mother's womb. He already knew what it was going to be. I'm grateful that he saw fit that we had the parents that we had.
Yes.
So, so yeah, thank you again for stopping by. Is there anything that you would like to leave with the audience? Anything to inspire them? It's Monday. Something to encourage them to run on the rest of this week. And we only got 4 more months left in this year. And it's gone. This is the last quarter. And it's time for us to finish strong and push on to 2023. Anything you would like to leave with them?
Yes, just really simple. Choose resilience over regret. Don't live your life in regret. Don't be in that moment and say, well, I should have or I could have. Resilience, bounce back. You have the ability to do so. And I love y'all because I can, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great rest of your evening. Be
You do the
blessed.
same. Uh-huh.
Thank you. Wow. I tell you, I have truly been blessed on today. I tell you, if you didn't get anything, know that, that have no regrets. You didn't get here by chance. It's resilience. That will in the wheel. You heard her. Choose resilience over regret. Get the book. Get the book. Go over, support her, check out the website. And if you want to know how to do the resilience slide, you gotta go over to her platform. Y'all, I'm going over there and checking it out. I missed that when I was checking out all the other stuff. I missed that, but I'm going to check it out. So y'all follow me and go check it out. I've been blessed on today. I hope you've been blessed. Please, if you can, come back at 7 p.m. tonight. I have another amazing guest. She's going to be sharing her journey. And I tell you, she has a doozy too. I love you guys. And guess what? There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I am the queen of collaboration, Angela Thomas Smith. See you guys in a little bit. See you guys in a